Alright, so yeah, I'm totally impressed with Amazon. The first unit they sent me did not... it worked for about, like I said, an hour, and then it only worked on battery, and then it just stopped working completely. So again, very impressed with that, Amazon, excuse me. This one right here is the HP X2 detachable 10-inch 2-in-1. It's got an Intel Atom. Let's see if I have it. It's kind of hard, might be hard to read there. It's an Intel Atom Z8350. It's 1.44 gigahertz. I think it's 1.9 turbo, or maybe something like that. I'm not sure. This is the 128 gigabyte eMMC model with 4 gigs of RAM. So I went with the top level, except with all the options except for Windows 10 Pro. I'm going to buy that down the road. But this is the version that comes with the stylus. It was $329 from Amazon, and it came here in 2 days because Amazon Prime's awesome. Let's see what's in the box here again. Questions about your product. Oh, this is already different. Questions about this product. So, I mean, you get this little sheet thing here. I did not get this in the other one, so that's new. Okay, here's the worldwide limited warranty book. Now, the AC adapter is kind of a source of contention. It's basically the size of like my Lenovo Yoga 260 that I sold to my mom. It's really small, it's really light, it's got a little bit more cable than the Lenovo, but it's small and light, but it's not what I expected in a 2-in-1. I expected a cable and like a block with the USB port in it. That's what I expected for this segment. So I'm going to see if I can find a charger that runs at the same wattage that can use charge through USB-C. Now here's the pen, excuse me. This thing, the small amount of time that I got to use it was amazing. It almost feels better than the Lenovo. I won't say it is because it's really not, but it feels better. The pen is a lot better feeling because it's got kind of a weight to it, whereas the Lenovo didn't. This is a metal case. It's really nice. That's a rubberized plastic. The buttons feel good. The functionality is wonderful. The palm reduction in OneNote is amazing. And really all you have to do is unscrew this, and then in there goes the, I think it's a quadruple A battery. Yes, quadruple A battery. And the great thing is HP includes that, which, they should, because you're paying a lot of money. Like, not really a lot of money, I guess. But still, it's a good touch, nice touch, because I can just use that. I can use this right out of the box. Put that over there. Now, here's some more paperwork. This is the setup instructions. Basically, it gives you a rundown of the parts and how to use them and what they are, and all that neat stuff. If you're not, if you're more of a layman, you're less techie, you can use this as a nice little reference. It's nice for people who aren't very tech inclined. And then we get the computer itself. Now, I've had some time with this already, so this is going to be not really new to me, but still, we'll go through it here. The computer itself feels really good. It is a plastic. It's not metal or anything, but then again, what in this price point is going to be, magnesium. It's a plastic. It's matte. It's not rubberized, but it feels pretty good. It's not super bendy. It's not, twistable and all that stuff. The dock kind of is, but the dock is razor thin. It is absolutely razor thin. I mean, it's absolutely thin. We don't need that. And let's go down through the ports before getting too far. You got your headphone jack, combo headphone jack. You've got your volume rocker here. On the back side, let's see if we can get back here. You got your camera. I don't know what the megapixel rating is on that, or the front one. But you have a USB 3.0, USB-C, your mini or micro HDMI. I always get those two mixed up, confused, swapped, whatever. for video output, so that's nice, and a micro SD card slot. Really nice because I've got an extra one lying around the phone from a phone that I have. Now, the keyboard, like I said, is nothing special. There is a little bit of twist in the dock when you torque it, but why would you ever do that? There's really absolutely no need to do that. So yeah, the keys don't have as much travel as I like, but again, this is a very thin dock, as you can see, so there's not gonna be a lot of travel. But the keyboard's good, it's functional, and honestly, since I've been big in this this segment, since the Transformer T100, the Android Asus, excuse me, it was the Asus T100 if I'm not mistaken, and it was the original Transformer with the original dock. So I've been in this and that was an Android one. So I've been in this market, the 2-in-1 market, for years, and so I also don't have, you know, giant hands, so it works for me. I'm mostly a touch typist, and it works. Now the functionality of this is really neat. You have your standard laptop, and then the magnet is actually really strong, which is good and bad, because you can go like this with the dock, and you're good. It's not going to fall off. But also the problem is sometimes you'll get stuff like that. You'll try to stick it down like that, and sometimes it'll get caught like that. But the great thing is, not only can you have it in the standard laptop functionality, where it's, you know, traditional laptop, which is what I will use it as, but you also can turn it around and do a tent mode or a tablet mode. Really nice, really snazzy, really impressive with the quality. Oh, and I almost forgot here when we did the peripherals, the front-facing speakers, stereo speakers. Holy cow. I have not been able to use the speakers because I didn't get that far into it, because I was just doing the setup of the system. But I can only imagine they're going to be a lot better than the other 2-in-1s in this price point that I've ever that I've used. I've used a lot of 2-in-1s and a lot of low-end ones. We have the Lenovo that I have on the channel, as well as I had an Asus X205 that's on the channel as well. Oh, look at that magnet! Can't even get it off there. See, it takes a little bit of muscle. So I've been in this segment for a while now, and it is the best segment for me for what I use this for, and that's good. That's good that HP came out with this. I almost bought another Asus. I was a little bit disappointed with the last Asus that I had. So disappointed in such a short period of time that I did the review, but I never posted it because it was such a piece of junk. Asus ran me around for 3 months to try to fix it. So I had it for like just under a month, and it messed up. Couldn't get it to work. Called Asus, sent a ticket in to get it fixed. Asus gave me the runaround, so I did it again. They gave me the runaround again, and I did it again, and they gave me a runaround again, and I ultimately ended up doing an office space on the computer after getting off the phone with them and them giving me the runaround for the 4th time. So if you've ever seen that movie, maybe I can find a clip of it, but if you've ever seen that movie Office Space where they take the printer out in the parking lot, well, and, you know, substitute the field for my wife's car, on the floor of my wife's car, and substitute the printer for the Asus that I had. So anyways, I digress. This segment has been great. My mom has the other Asus, which is not the 2-in-1. It's the one that was $150 from Best Buy back in like 2015 or something, which is the segment, which is kind of what I had with the Lenovo that I reviewed on this channel. And also, yeah, it's the Asus I actually have a review on. Those are really good computers, solid computers, and they really sell me for basic tasks, basic work tasks, and they're really good. They're solid computers, and they have a very good purpose in small computing and in extreme mobile computing. So I have my 17-inch. I have my 17-inch desktop replacement for my heavy tasks, and I have this one for times when I'm in my truck or on the couch, just doing some light work, maybe some light coding, some light IT tasks, just to get something done. But I'm glad I got the 128 gig model, because the 32 gig models, they just are far too small storage. The storage is way too small. You fill it up so quickly. You get like 8 or 9, maybe 7 gigs, somewhere in that range. It's between 5 and 10 gigs of storage space. left after the initial install. So you're sitting there thinking, well, where am I going to put all the updates if I keep this thing for a while? I mean, in all honesty, you're probably not going to keep it very long, but still, I mean, what if you do? I mean, my mom still uses the Asus from 2 years ago. So, you know, where are you going to put all that space? She can't put anything else on it because it's full of updates and such. So, yeah, so here it is in all its glory. I can power it on for you, but, you know, it's the first time it's been powered on, so I'm going to charge it, get it, you know, get it kind of set up and do a little review of it. But, you know what the heck? Let's see if it's got some battery life. Let's see, I don't know if it does. Oh, there we go. I was getting worried there. I was getting worried that I was going to have another defective unit. The startup time's nothing special. The eMMC storage is not very fast. It's essentially just a soldered-on SD card, but it works, and the price point fits for my needs. Granted, the Lenovo was great. I love my Yoga 260. Never quite got around to reviewing it, but it was a great, wonderful computer. But, oh, excuse me, sorry about that. But it was too big for my needs. I need something that I can stick in a small pack. I can take on the beach when I go on vacation. I can stick in like a cubby in my truck. I can take places and do the same functionality the ThinkPad had, but smaller. This is significantly smaller than the 12-inch ThinkPad.